Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Today, we are going to go with the real varnishing. So whatever we have done on this beautiful, gorgeous violin until now, it's the preparation. It's the ground color, sealing, everything. So, and now we are going to apply the varnish that is here. Oops. Oh, I forgot. Wait a second. Day 3. Varnishing week. First coat of the varnish for this beautiful Tordagnini model violin. So look at how gorgeous is our ground color and how beautiful are the grain of the spruce. Everything is coming perfectly together. So the goal for today is to apply the first coat of the Spirit Varnish. And during the VIP session that will be at 1 p.m. in 1 hour from now, we are going to try to also apply some of the color to start antiquing. So if you don't want to miss the VIP, I will let you know where to go to grab your ticket at the end of this live. But now Bibi is here. Let me show you the Chief of Happiness. Here she is. So everybody's here. We are ready to go. Let me close the door. All right. So I'm not able to see the comments today. I don't know what's going on in here. There is like a monkey with the hammer. But I can see the like. So if you are enjoying, please put the like so that I know you're enjoying. And we are going to start. So the first thing that I'm doing today, when I start applying the real varnish, is to put something to protect the neck. I need to say that I didn't put the violin in the light box because it was pretty warm outside here. So this is just dried here on the bench. I already have prepared some alcohol jar with a brush. So this is a Martora brush that we are going to use for varnishing. Okay, I'm already... My God, I made a mess. Sorry. Okay, it's okay. Trying to be on the camera. Let's clean everything. Okay, this was just Spirit. Okay, thankfully, there is no varnish on the violin that I'm ruining. So it's live. You're gonna see all the disaster I'm making, trying to be on camera, try to show you stuff. And I also need to blow my nose. So 1 second. Okay, let's start. So what I say that I'm having a brush here to get soft. So it's better if okay, it's getting soft. Let's leave it here. And then I have my varnish already ready. So what I do for my varnish is that I make, when I cook, easy to cook, in your kitchen in 10 minutes, I make a big jar like this. So as you can see, it was up to here when I cook it. So now I already use it. And this is more liquid, as you can see. And with the plastic like that, the spirit, the alcohol will not evaporate. So it will remain pretty liquid. So what I'm doing then, I move, so I don't use the huge jar. I move something in a smaller jar. And this is more dense. Can you see? So I like to apply my Spirit Varnish pretty honey dense. People think it's almost oil as dense it is. But it's very easy. You can move it around. You're going to see. This way, I don't have to apply too many coats. Okay, not 40 coats of Spirit Varnish like we were taught 20 years ago, 30 years ago. This is a new method. It's my own method. So you're going to see it. For everybody that's new here, I'm Sofia Vettori, and I'm in violin making since 27 years. I have learned from my father that learned from his father. So we are a 90 years old violin making family. So let's go. And then I will start applying some like more yellow, more light color varnish. And then we will go with some darker. This is Garnet shellac that I really like. Let me see. Okay, this is coming nice. And also I have in a smaller jar that I can easily use. But let's start applying, let's start first preparing the neck, because I will not apply any varnish on the neck. So right, put like if you're liking, because I cannot see the comment. So there is something wrong with the YouTube video, whatever. So here we go. On the neck, I will not apply any varnish. So this will be the color. It's a little bit darker in real life. So with the light and the lamp, it's a little bit lighter. So I have a cut fingerboard like this. And I will put it here with some tape. So I want to have it here so that I'm not chipping by mistake the side of the neck. This is the main purpose why we do that. And I'm going to put this one in the middle. So this is very, very important. So some people, I saw that, they put the tape all over, like super tape from here to here. But then you're going to have a line here with the tape. You remove the tape and you're going to have a line like that. So bad, let me tell you. Just like, it screams like commercial violin, cheap violin from the distance. We don't want to have that, okay? Trust me, no. So we're going to leave here enough space and here enough space, only a little piece in the middle, so that when we are applying the varnish, we'll go a little bit here, a little bit just, and it will become like shaded. That's our goal. Take that. If you don't remember anything about what I shared in this week, just remember this one thing, okay? Please. Only a little piece of tape in the middle so that you have room here to just shade naturally while you're painting. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to do one thing at a time. I don't want to splash myself with spirit again. The varnish is ready. I'm going to open the jar. Oh, this is beautiful. It's very dense. I'm going to show you. The color is really nice. You see how it's not super liquid. You see that. Okay. Put like, do something so I know that you are following, you're hearing, because I don't see any comments today. So here, the brush is getting, I'm using a Martora brush, and are expensive, but they last forever. Like now I still have to wait that it gets more soft, because if I push it, I can break the setole, the hair. So this one is the brush that my father presented me when I started varnishing when I was 17 years old in 1998. I know. I'm gonna be 44 Saturday. Saturday is my birthday. My gosh. Okay. So do you see? This is like, do you see this build up of varnish here? That is just like, this is like the almost new brush. I started using this like 1 year ago, and there is a little bit of build up doing. Look at that. You can tell how much I varnished. So it's 27 years that I'm varnishing. And before I start varnishing wait a second, okay. Before I start varnishing my own violins, I was varnishing all my father's violins, all my brother's violins, all the violins of a lot of violin makers in town in Florence that were bringing violin to varnish too. So this is to show you how much I am doing that, and it's my favorite thing. And before we start, I just did a ceramic class, and look at that. I just made a new jar for holding my brushes. I'm so happy. Instead of using the old olive, Mont Olive jar, now I have this beautiful handmade by me and glazed. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Sorry. Focus. Focus, focus. Let's go on the violin. Okay, the brush. Let's check if it's soft. Okay. Benissimo. All right, let's go. So I always like to start with the ribs, then I go on the back, then I go on the top, and then I go on the scroll. I always do the same. So let's start together. Welcome everybody that is here watching me. This is day 3, and we are, let me see if you can see, maybe like that. All right. Ta-da-da-da. So I will apply this varnish now everywhere, also on the edges. I will not do that all the time because I want to have the edges a little bit lighter, but now I'm going everywhere. This is the first coat of varnish that we'll apply. And then here, as you can see, I go like that. As you can see, the Spirit Varnish is very easy. I can go back on where I was already applying without like trouble. And especially the first coat that we are applying, they dry super duper fast. So be sure you go everywhere, every little corners, every edge, like under here, just double check. So what we need to take care of this stage? One thing, colature. Colature, it's what I think in English is called drops. We don't want to see drops, okay? Because drops are the death of varnishing, as much as the straight line here on the neck. So if you want to remember two things of today's video, one is the tape here, and second, colature. So we don't want to have colature. This is something we need to be super careful. And it's better to go around and double check 2, 3, 4 times and be sure you don't have colature anywhere. Here we go. Colature, they come easily close to the holes. Let's see also the peg holes on the scroll, the F holes, and close to the edges. So the corners, those are the place where they can happen the most. Right. Then I finish to go on the rib here. And this color that I'm building up now is going to be, what's that? Okay, my ground color. So check here, like that. Remember, colature happen here easily. Check, check, check. All right. Now let's go on the back. And I go everywhere. As you can, do you see how dense it is? Yes, you can see. And you can move it around. Like, it looks like oil varnish. It's amazing. It's really an amazing method. And you see, I went back on, no problem. It's really easy to apply, and then you move it around. And look how transparent it's coming. Beautiful. All right, let's go over here. So I don't want to leave this drop like that. This will be a huge, ugly colatura. So I need to move all the varnish around. Be sure that everything is smooth. There was some excess here. I'm taking off. Also, the excess of varnish at the really edge, like where the ribs are glued to the back or top, will make the sound of the violin bad. So be careful. You don't want to have build-up of varnish there. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. Just putting a like on the video, because I cannot see the comments today. I don't even know how to invite you to the VIP later, because I cannot write in the comment, but in the description of the video you can see the link, or send me an email, info@sofiavettori.com. So I don't want anybody to be left out. So, and you can grab your ticket for the VIP. VIP, it's extra, and we're going to start unpeaking during the VIP. And here we go. Okay, usually I hold the violin a little bit differently, but I want you to be able to see on the camera. So usually I like to hold my, when I varnish, I hold my violin like that. So maybe I should do it. But I don't know if you're gonna see. Okay. It's a little bit easier for me to work. But you can see I stopped and then I start again. And this varnish is really easy to apply. So colatura can happen here pretty easily and here. So just be super sure. That's why also I'm holding the violin not really straight, a little bit like tilt down, so that there will not come colature so easily. This is really the most beautiful part. Everything starts coming to life. Here we go. What a gorgeous top. So it's a little bit darker in reality. So I need to be sure that all the edges are covered. I will go here again. Okay. So double check colature. Very, very important. Double check all the edges that are covered. And now I'm going to go on the scroll. Like that. Okay, so also the scroll, I want to be sure that I go everywhere with the varnish, but I don't leave any colatura. Especially from the hole, you'll see, then I'm going to go on the back. Then I'm going to go on the other side. So I go like that here, so they will be shaded nicely at the end, you will see. Then let's go on the spiral. Let's go on this part here. And then I hold the violin like this. And I make sure I reach this spot here. And also I'm checking that I have applied my varnish everywhere on the scroll. Like that. Double check colature. We don't want to have any drops. Also here, a nice layer of varnish, very even. So this is what we're looking for now. Like here, there was a colatura. Here too. Colature happen more at this stage than lately, so just be super careful. Here we go. Benissimo. Okay, right now, this is already dry. So we are going to do another coat immediately because this is already dry. So I'm going to go another coat around and then we will let this dry here on the bench. So I'll go around like that. And you will have the feeling that there is already, it's building up. So it's less dry. It will go also much faster. Like that. And then here. So you see now this part compared to this, how much we're building up already. And this will be the ground color. So the color that I will have on the part here, that it's less varnish, I will leave it. This will be the ground color. Now I go this way. I want to be sure I don't have any build up at the edges. Good. I'm going to go here. Like that. Be sure, no colature. So this part can have some. So be always super careful on this part here and this part here. Good. Now let's go on the back. This is coming super nice. And we're not really using too much varnish. As you can see, the minimum possible. I want to apply the enough quantity of varnish that the sound of the violin will be amazing. Here we go. So the back, and now we go again on the top. Like that. There was a drop here, just remove it. That's super easy to apply here. Bene. I go on this other side. Like this. Double check there are no drops. Do you remember when we started? This is already coming, and it's a little bit darker in reality. Let's go on the scroll, and then we can put the violin to wait. Here we go. So what we're going to do tomorrow, we start with the morning routine. So tomorrow you will see what is my morning routine. Let's double check that. So when we do that, we always need to keep an eye also on the F to be sure you don't have any drop. And here we go. Also, any drop around here, that there are no drops around the scroll. Good. Good. All right. Okay, we will let this dry now. I will let this dry like that. I will clean my brush. So if we always clean the brush, it will stay good forever, like the other one. I just bought a new one, but I used this one for 24 years. So you can really like spend some money to have a nice Martha brush that will last you forever. So this was just start to lose a little of hair. So because I was breaking it, because if when it's dark, you need to let it sit in the jar with the alcohol so that it gets back like smooth. And if you are just trying to smash it to force it to get like smooth again, you can break the hair. So sometimes I don't have patience, I need to admit. Here we go. So I will let this now, it's clean. So I will let this dry in the handmade ceramic that I just made, like that. And then I will close my varnish jar. So I will wait this to dry and then I can add another coat. So the next thing we're going to do tomorrow, oh, wait a second. I have seen here, there is a little bit of, it's not really a drop, but a little bit of buildup. So I am just doing like that with my finger. All right. So keep an eye, especially here. If it happens that you have a little colatura and it's a little bit too dry, you can just like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to ruin this. Is just perfect. But I'm going to show you. Let's say it's here. You're going to do like that with your finger on top of the drop. Would be good. Let it dry. Yeah, what else? Well, thanks for being here with me today for this third day of the varnishing week. So the next step, we're going to be applying some of the antiquing already. So we're going to see if it's dry enough. We're going to do that at the VIP, or I'm going to do that later tonight. We're going to see. Or sometimes if I have time, I also wait for the next morning. So for Spirit Varnish, varnish in general, it's not a lot of hours there. I mean, we did it in half an hour now. So it just, there is a lot of time for waiting that everything dries before you go on the next step. So we're going to see what will be the stage for tomorrow, but for sure tomorrow morning we will start with the morning routine. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, you're going to see it. And there is the fourth step of my varnishing process. And that's amazing. So I want just to tell you one thing. If we make a mess at this stage here, so if everything comes bad and we don't like it, we can take off everything with some spirit and a piece of fabric. And then we go back to the sealer, to the level that we were this morning. So it's really easy. And so many of my students did it, because it can happen that like you are varnishing or antiquing and it doesn't come nice as you want. Just start all over. But you will not start from the white violin. You will start from the sealer. So the ground color that we made, nothing will touch it. So this is the easiest part, because we can really like go on, like we have a safe life jacket on. So we're not gonna how do you say, sink? Yeah, so just varnish. If it doesn't come nice, we're gonna take off everything. The ground color will still be there. We just got start all over. So it happens all the time. It's not a shame. Don't be worried, and enjoy and have fun varnishing. So right in the description, you will find if you want to join us for the VIP, or if not, we're going to see you tomorrow, Thursday at 12. Thanks for being here with me. Like and subscribe. Ciao a tutti.